Good morning. Dan McDonald here, Life Regenerator on YouTube. A grown man taking a shower on the internet. Today I'm 45 years young, so I wanted to thank everyone for all your well wishes via the social media. And also I want to thank everyone for their patience on the emails, the texts, the phone calls. I've been focusing very diligently on a couple of different projects that have taken all of my focus, all my energy, and all of my time. So again, thank you for your patience. I'm going to be doing a little miniature video marathon here in the month of April. I'll talk to you about that later, but for now, let's just get started on my morning routine here. I wake up at about 4:30, and I'll spend 15, maybe 30 minutes praying, setting my intentions for the day, really just practicing what I'm grateful for. And then I will meditate for an hour. And now you are seeing me right after meditation. I'm going to take a quick shower here, clean myself up, get all pretty, and then go to a yoga class. So here we go. First I'm going to start off with the cold. And I'm going to try to keep this from getting too... I'll just turn the shower this way. Anyways, let's rock and roll. So I'm going with the cold to start. And it'll warm up. It's nice to start off with the cold. Okay, so the neighbor has already taken their shower, so that means I didn't get much cold. Usually it takes about a minute or two for it to warm up, unless the neighbor downstairs, I don't want to get the floor too wet, but it's going to happen anyways. So we can stay in contact here with the video show. This is a video for Morocco Method. About 6 months ago, they sent me this right here. And that's what I'm going to start with today. It's a little tiny bar of soap, and here's a brand new one. And the thing that they wanted me to share, and the thing that I'm glad of, is the new packaging here. It's recyclable packaging, and so what you're getting is a shampoo soap bar, which is pretty much good for everything. It's good for your hair because it's a shampoo bar, and it's also good for everything else, your armpits and your other private areas, as well as your face. It's also excellent for shaving. So this here has actually lasted me 6 months, and before I have to move on to the next one. So it's good for women and shaving their legs, and it's also good for men to soften the beard, which I'll do in a minute, probably off camera, and to make sure that it just really softens up the hair and makes the shave nice and smooth. Can you dig it? I've been using Morocco Method for about 5 years. I met Anthony Morocco I've been using it for 6 years, then I met Anthony Morocco about 5 years ago. They sent me some free stuff and I fell in love with it. And I started promoting it for them. And then I got to meet Anthony Morocco, and that's when it really cinched in the deal, because he's a really great guy. By the way, thanks Morocco Method team and Anthony for all your patience in waiting for this video. So Anthony Morocco left a career, and here's the important part of the video, so thanks for hanging around. Anthony Morocco left a career in chemical hair care to travel the world, to learn from hair shamans. It's a real thing, believe it or not, people that are experts in the regeneration of hair. And then he created the Morocco Method hair care line, and it's absolutely incredible, and I love it. And I ordered the whole system about a year ago. So these bottles, 5 shampoos and 2 different conditioners, the Floating Lotus and the Pearl Essence, have actually lasted me an entire year. That's even including with my daughters coming, my girlfriend using it, and myself. Now I have very little hair, so I don't really need very much. So that's probably why it's lasted. Obviously, if you've got more hair, it's not going to last as long. But it has made a huge difference in the quality of my hair. And so that's the shampoos there. There is Heavenly Essence, Sea Essence, Earth Essence, Pine Shale. Still my favorite, Anthony, after all these years. Apple cider vinegar, which is really a lot of people's favorite. And the apple cider vinegar actually has, I think, the highest levels of cleaning. So if I get a massage or something and I get like oil in my hair, or I'm out rolling around in the mud, or I'm at the beach and I get kind of a little bit more dirty, I'll use the apple cider vinegar. And I just use each one according to how I feel. And each one has a different essence, and each one has a different scent, and has different plants and different herbs and different clays. So each one is very unique. And so good with that. The other thing that you can do is use these. I use the Earth Essence as a facial mask. If you've got oily skin, you can use it as a face mask. It's better to put it on dry, and it might dry out your skin, but it'll pull out impurities and stuff, and then you can just re-moisturize with something else. So that is the shampoo. And I talked about the bar already. That's kind of the hub of the video here. And I'm almost getting to what I really want to talk about. But the Floating Lotus is the conditioner for the hair, and the Pearl Essence is the cream rinse. The Feng Shui is the facial scrub, which has the little walnut holes and a whole bunch of other essential oils, aloe, white willow, vitamin E, clary sage, wintergreen, even a little bit of sea salt. So here's the thing that's really awesome about the Morocco method, and this is what's going to cinch it in for us all, because this is what I want to talk about, and you will hear me talking about this on future videos. And this is the reason why I appreciate Anthony Morocco so much, the conversations that we've had. The beauty of these products is that there is no synthetic chemicals. Let me repeat that. And I want to repeat it over and over again. It's like they do with all the different memes in society to hypnotize and program people for negative effects. Safe and effective, for example. Plop, safe and effective, safe and effective. I want to say no synthetic chemicals, no synthetic chemicals. I do consultations every day. I'm watching what's going on in the world today. Why is humanity unraveling at its core? Why is the health of the world disintegrating right before our very eyes, while some of us are becoming better, cleaner, stronger, healthier, more mentally clear, better digestion, more energy physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually? Why is the narrow road leading some of us to much more life, while the wide road takes society, humanity, down the wide road of death? What is causing all of these health conditions? Autism, Alzheimer's, autoimmune diseases, digestive problems. What's the underlying issue? That's right, my friends. Synthetic chemicals, laboratory, heat-derived and solvent-extracted chemicals in the air, in the water. Get a distiller. In the food, in the chemicals. Every day, women rubbing chemicals onto their brains, soaking into their skin. What you put on your skin soaks in, and you digest that. That's why I love these, because I can use these. And here's an interesting tidbit about Dan McDonald. I love to be clean, but I also love to be dirty. I love to roll around at the sand at the beach. I love to get all muddy when I go tromping up to Makaleha. I'll literally lay and cover myself in mud, clean mud. That's another thing we're going to talk about. Remind me to talk about the clean, dirty food. Use your imagination for that. Don't have time to get into that, Dave. But clean food with dirt on it. Clean meaning no synthetic chemicals, no synthetic chemicals, no synthetic chemicals. Synthetic chemicals are destroying humanity right now, killing everyone, killing the air, killing the soil, killing the water, killing the fish, killing the animals, killing the trees, killing everything. We're at 40% extinction for all species on the planet. We're at 60% extinction for all wild animals. Soon there will be no wild animals left, and the only giraffes, bears, and mountain lions you'll ever see will be in museums at this rate. But we can wake up. We can wake up right now, but we have to stop spending our money on things that have synthetic chemicals in them. When we find a hair care line that does not have synthetic chemicals in it, we want to invest. And then of course you recycle these, obviously, and that's the beauty of this here, this new packaging, this new soap, which like I said is good for everything. It's a shampoo, it's a body soap, and it's a helps you to shave and have a nice smooth shave without any nicks. Can you dig it? So that's what I wanted to talk about today. I could go on and on forever, but I think that's enough, because there's a lot of things that I could share with you, and I could go on for hours. I'm not going to do that though today. Just to plant that seed so you can begin to look at the areas of your life where you are being exposed to synthetic chemicals. The most intelligent among us may be able to get to 80, even 90% of an avoidance of chemicals in the food, destroying everyone's digestion. Chemicals in the medicine, destroying people's brains. The chemicals ruin the gut, then the people go over and they take the drugs, and then they ruin their brain, and we're just having to numb ourselves. But we don't want to numb ourselves. We want to be alive. We want to be sensitive. We want to be awake, aware. This is our precious life and our precious planet. Let's do what we can to avoid as much chemicals as possible, and not to buy foods with chemicals. And I'll make a video about this soon. That's the project I'm working on, Thriving in the 21st Century. And I'll go into depth. It's going to take me like 2 hours to explain, microbiology of the soil and human microbiome and how that connects. Either way, it's the chemicals that are destroying the communication networks in the human body. And that's why the whole thing is just unraveling right before our very eyes. But you can, through education and awareness and elimination of chemicals as much as possible. Recreational drugs, alcohol, the foods that are sprayed with chemicals, the chemical beauty care products, makeup, and hair care and skin care, where you just got the vast majority of these tourists are spraying their pale white bodies with chemicals. And they got the spray chemicals. It's not the sun that causes skin cancer. It's the chemicals and the processing and the denaturing and the cooking of the food that ruins and leaves acid residues that then are burned up by the sun and cause inflammation in the skin. So eat a natural diet and you'll never sunburn in the rest of your life, because the gut produces melanin, but not if they're in the presence of chemicals ripping apart the communication network between the microbes, and it's unable to produce all the hormones, steroids, neurotransmitters, and healthy biochemistry that you need in your large colon by this connection that we have to the earth. Enough said. Thank you for watching this video. There's a link down below to go check out the Morocco Method stuff. I highly recommend you try it. It does take a few weeks to transition from the foamy chemical type shampoos, but your hair and your scalp will detox, and you will get used to these no sudsing cleansing action that have clays in them that clean the follicles of your hair with the clays and the essential oils and all of the herbs that are in these products here. Then you've got the other thing too, I almost forgot to mention, there's a, you should check these out. They've also lasted me a year. These are the elixirs, the hair elixirs. Just a little bit is all it takes in any area where you see any kind of thinning. I could also talk about the regeneration of hair, but drink as much green juice as you can and work on your circulation for that. And eat as much live foods as you can, because your hair is an extension of the generative powers in your glands and organs. And human health is a dynamic thing that I can't go into on this short video today. But I just want to be a blessing to you and get you some of the bullet points so you can go and have a better day today and start changing your life and moving in a direction where you can actually grow younger, healthier, happier, stronger, more clear, and more joyful. It's possible. You know, we don't have to follow this thing that's going on over here. It's like cancer. It's normal. It's not normal. It's abnormal. It's not our natural state. Our natural state is vibrant, radiant health and joy, really. But we suppress it and suppress it in too many different ways. And here is this is the crystal mist. And here is the just leave-in conditioners, 2 different types. What I do is I get out of the shower, dry my hair. I'm going to do my whole thing as soon as I get off here. I could have done it on camera, but I wanted to share with you the stuff. And then what I do is I spray my hair with this first, just maybe 8 sprays, and that gives it a nice softness. Then what I'll do is I just take the tiniest little bit. This has lasted over a year, this one bottle of styling gel, which I use just to keep my hair so that it's nice when I go to the yoga class or go to do all my little juicing business for my clients and everything else. I take a couple drops of the Euro oil, and then I take just a small, like a dime-sized amount for my hair of the blood of the dragon styling gel, and I just rub that and I put that in my hair. And then I run my comb through it, and then I go like this, and I've got this nice natural look. It's not heavy, but yet it just holds it really nice. And there's no chemicals, no synthetic chemicals, no synthetic chemicals. Avoid them as much as you can. Let's see if we can make a difference with our dollars by saying with the food, with the beauty products, with everyone. Inquire, ask your farmers, has this been sprayed with chemicals? Get the truth. Look at your hair care products. If there's things on there you can't pronounce or don't understand what they are, you might not want to be rubbing that into your head every day. Can you dig it? The best among us, like I said, can avoid 80 to 90% of toxic chemicals in our lifestyle by getting a water distiller, by eating only organic. Biodynamic regenerative farming is next. We'll talk about that in the future here on how to totally regenerate yourself and just like become new again and totally detoxify and regenerate your entire body. But you cannot do it in the presence of those chemicals, which are ripping apart the fabric of the individual human being, which is ripping apart the fabric of society. Look at the inflammation on both sides of every aisle. Democrats, Republicans, Muslims, Christians, vegans, carnivores. Everyone is mad as hell and everyone's inflamed because we've all been exposed to chemicals, and it's just ripping apart the proteins that connect our cell structures together. We're cooking all the electrons out of our food, and we're not having the communication network so that the microbes can communicate with the cells and the cells can communicate with each other. And when you do that, you stay vibrant, youthful, flexible, strong, healthy, and you have energy for miles. But the one thing that's causing, it used to be infectious diseases. It used to be infectious diseases. And now, thank God, we've got shower and we've got Morocco method hair care to keep us clean so that we don't get out of balance. But now it's the chemical diseases that we're seeing arise across the board. Diabetes, autism, Alzheimer's, autoimmune diseases, all of the Lyme's disease, C. diff, all of it is a dysbiosis in the gut, so strengthen the gut. Avoid the chemicals. Eat real food. Do not use chemicals on your skin, your hair, your eyes, your teeth. That's the other thing I was going to say. This is not Morocco Method product, even though this is a Morocco Method video, but this is activated charcoal toothpaste. I don't know why I wanted to share that. I also have this incredible, so yeah, I use activated charcoal toothpaste by My Magic Mud. And I use this big old toothbrush thing here with the big head. And that's a 20-minute video. That was what my goal was. So I got to get rolling to the yoga this morning. Thanks for watching this video. A million more to come. If you just picked up on moving away from toxic synthetic chemicals in your life, for your kids, your family, do the best you can. This is a major learning curve. I mean, the rabbit hole goes deeper and deeper and deeper, but the smarter you get, the clearer you get. I mean, man, I wish I could tell you what just popped into my head, but it's just, you can't succeed on any diet if that diet has chemicals in it. You'll go from this diet to that diet, to this diet, to that diet, to this diet, to that diet. What's the next fad? Until you get to the root of the problem, which is food that is deplete in minerals and vitamins from nutrient-dense soils that have been sprayed with chemicals, because the chemicals are in the soil, killing the soil, and then the chemicals go on the food and kill the food, and then the grains, the beans, the lentils, the legumes, and all the other vegan stuff is sprayed with chemicals, and then the whole place, everyone's falling apart, and they're blaming this and blaming that, and it seems like nobody seems to be catching on to this. So you heard it here. Now it's time to make a difference in your life and start scrutinizing everything you're consuming, scrutinizing your food, scrutinizing the air you breathe. I mean, go do your deep breathing exercises as far away from cars and industry as you can. That kind of stuff. Okay, that's enough for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I pray that you are blessed. I send you great blessings. I send you great illumination of your mind and divine understanding for forgiveness of everyone. So you can just forgive everyone and bring that communication network back in, that reharmonization of yourself. That will reharmonize you with everyone else. That harmony will give you divine understanding. And then you won't have to judge or criticize anyone for anything. And you can just love everyone with divine understanding and make a huge difference in this world. And make a huge difference on this YouTube platform, Facebook platform, Instagram platform with love, kindness, understanding, and compassion. I myself am not going to let those qualities die. I know that negativity sells video views, but I stand for love, divinity, compassion, peace, and understanding. And believe me, I have plenty of room for growth. But I need to remind myself via these videos, via you, let's stay on the course of the positive. Let's heal ourselves from the inside out. When you heal yourself by avoiding toxic, synthetic, laboratory-derived chemicals that are everywhere, and we'll talk about that, that's a deep rabbit hole, but I keep getting all these warnings from YouTube. Do not talk about this stuff. So I thought if I make a shower video, maybe I'll slip below the radar, okay? God bless you. Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to be here with you again. Aloha, mahalo. I gotta do something here to step out. I didn't want to step out, get the floor all wet. Peace.